Hansen software offers two powerful products. One is the Hansen call reports, and second is the Hansen call recording. Hansen call recording is fully integrated into the Hansen call reports. Hansen call reports brings you a powerful, robust reporting tool at your fingertips. Included with the purchase of the software is access to all the reports that are available within the software. Simply just click on the reporting group that you want to take a look at, and you can see a full listing of all the reports available for that particular group. How the reports are grouped is how it'll sort the call information. So company reports will tell you for the company as a whole, department break it out by department, and station by individual extension. We also have other report groupings such as specialty reports, which include reports such as most called numbers for the company as a whole, or you can run most called numbers by individual extension, what are your top 10 stations by duration, etc. We also offer the ability to report on things such as account codes, PIN numbers, DID, DNIS, or missed calls. These things are all dependent on that information being provided to us in the SMDR from the phone system. Accessing the reports and generating the report that you need is super easy and simple to do. You simply just click on the report that you want. So for example, if I wanted to run an hourly report for the company as a whole to see how busy we are or what are our peak times of the day. So I'm going to click on the company by hour. Under the select field are all the different ways that you can customize your particular report. So I need to start by choosing some form of a date criteria. So I'm going to say, let's look at yesterday. Once I choose my desired date range, I click on the select button. And again, under the select field are all the different ways that I can further customize that report and determine what information I want to have included or not included on the report. But I'm simply just going to say, let's look at yesterday. When I run the report, this will give me a company by hour for yesterday, showing me for each hour of the day how many inbound calls were received, how many outbound were made, what was the total number of calls, total duration for incoming, total duration for outgoing, and what the overall total duration was, as well as the average duration per each call. You will notice that on the majority of our reports, we do include a cost column. These reports and software can be used for billing purposes. This could be if you're a multi-tenant organization, retirement care home, hotel motel, whatever the need may be, the software can be customized to have rates put in what you want to bill per minute. Or if you want it to closely reflect your phone bill, you can put in what you guys are being billed per minute as well. Alternatively, the rates can be zeroed out so that it will always show a $0 charge in the cost column. That's the company by hour report. Another great report that we offer is this department overview by station. This is a great report for seeing the number of phone calls being made and received by each extension for the entire department. So again, I'm going to say, let's look at the last 2 weeks. And under department list, maybe here is where I want to say, okay, let's just look at the sales department. Now, before I hit Run Report, I just want to show you that you do have the ability to press email or save within here, and you can email or save your report as several different formats: PDF, Word, Excel, text, or HTML. You can also choose to just straight generate your report, or you can also save it as a scheduled report, which we'll talk about a little bit later. So this department overview by station breaks out all the extensions that belong to the sales department. For each individual extension, it tells you how many inbound calls were received, how many outbound were made, total number of calls, total duration, and average duration per each call. At the bottom, it also totals up the department for you, so you can see for the department as a whole what the call volumes are like. You also have the flexibility under the report groupings to run detailed reports. Through the detailed reports is how you're also going to access the call recordings. So for example, the station detail, which is one of my favorite reports, will have those recordings attached to it. And because it's a station detail, it's going to organize those calls by individual extension. So under this select field, we know that these are the different ways that we can customize our report, but it's also all the different ways that you can search for a specific recording. So you can narrow it down to a date and a time of day. So I'm going to say, let's look at yesterday. I'm not going to specify a time range, but certainly you could go in and say, show me all the calls between 9 and 10 a.m. if you wanted to. I have the flexibility to search for calls based on telephone number. This could be for an incoming or an outgoing phone call. You would put in what the phone number was, and it'll pull up all the matches of calls in or out to that particular telephone number. Under station name list, we're going to say, let's look at my extensions. So under the name list, we're going to find Natasha, add that criteria. And I could even go further and say, only show me incoming or only show me outgoing if I wanted to. So I'm going to press Run Report, and this is going to pull up the details of the calls made by my extension. So you can see you have the date, the time, duration of the call. In the IO column, O is an outgoing, I is an incoming, the phone number, and where that phone number is located. Then, if you click on the audio icon on the far right-hand side, that's going to open up the call player, allowing you to then play back that conversation. So you simply just hit play, and it starts playing that call from start to finish. You also have within here the flexibility to save that as an MP3 file or email it as an MP3 file if you want to share it with someone else. Emailing or saving is not affecting the source at all. The source is still stored in its entire format. You're just simply sharing a copy which can then be played through any standard media player. Included in here is also a playback history where you can see any actions associated with the recording, whether it was saved, emailed, even if it was deleted. There is call grading that is available within the software as well, where you can go in and set up a grading structure as a way of applying a tag to that particular call. So you would come in here, and after you have your grade set up, you would apply your call grade to that particular recording, and then there are reports that you can pull up based on these grades down the road. As you can see, accessing the recordings through the reports is super simple and easy with a large searching capability of a variety of different ways that you can search for your specific recording. Another tool that we offer included with the purchase is our Cash Plus dashboard utility. This is a live productivity tool, live in the sense that we don't get the information until the call's been disconnected. As each call is disconnected, all of these different tables and graphs will automatically update. Each individual user can customize their dashboard to look however they like. They define if they want graphs included, what do they want the source of the graph to be, or what station or stations they want to have included as well. Within seconds of the call being disconnected, it will populate in here, and you can click on that listen to access that recording almost instantly. As I mentioned, we also offer scheduled reports. So any report within the software can be set up to be automatically emailed on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. This can be emailed to one or multiple recipients and is available in several different formats for the reports: PDF, Word, Excel, text, or HTML. So you have the flexibility to just set a report and forget about it. It comes to your email inbox automatically at your desired time period. Features that are also included with the purchase are things such as call alerts. You have the ability to search for calls based on phone number, but you also have the ability to have it notify you via email anytime a specific phone number is being dialed. For example, if you want to be alerted anytime 911 is dialed, you can set it up to notify one or multiple recipients via email anytime that particular phone number is called. We also have a telephone collection alert that will notify you if a predefined time period is passed where we haven't collected any data or any call recordings for that period of time. This simply just gives you a heads up that for some reason we've lost our communication and will help eliminate any downtime. Within the software, you have the flexibility to set up multiple departments as a way of organizing your extensions as well. That way, when you run reports, you can break it out by department if you would like to. And the stations will automatically populate in terms of the station numbers, and you just simply go in and assign a name and apply them to their appropriate department. As I mentioned, we do have the ability to report on things like account codes, DID, DNIS, and PIN numbers. As long as that information is provided to us from the phone system, you can customize those to be named whatever you like, and then we have a whole series of different reports for each of those that you can generate. There is a costing component that is available within the software as well. This may not be used for everyone, but if you are using the software for billing purposes, these rates can be customized to be whatever you would like them to be. There is security that can also be set up within the software to eliminate who has access to the software as well as what features and functionality of the software they can have access to. You can go in and customize for each individual user whether you want them to have full access or maybe just the ability to come in and run reports. Also, for each individual user, you can go in and define what station or stations they can run reports for, as well as which ones they can play back recordings for. So you have the flexibility to limit individuals to only being able to play back recordings and access only their own calls. As you can see, there are lots of different features and functionality available within the Hansen call reports and the Hansen call recording. If you would like more information or to do a detailed one-on-one webinar, don't hesitate to contact us today. Our toll-free number is 1-877-795-2274. Alternatively, you can call us at 1-250-861-9166.